Hello everybody, this is Mr. Steve Wrestling, and today I'll be talking about wrestling. So WWE is going to be hosting the Premium Live Event edition of Money in the Bank, which is happening in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Oh yeah, not to mention we got Trish Stratus, Toronto's own, will be hosting Money in the Bank on that night. We have 5 matches on the card, including 2 big matches with the Money in the Bank contract on the line. Starting off with Miss Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's title match contract. We have Io Sky versus Chelsea Green versus Lyra Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Zoe Stark. First off, it's nice to have a bunch of names who have not experienced with this ladder match, and I'm very glad that they're in this match. Except both Io Sky and Zoe Stark have competed in last year's Money in the Bank ladder match, which Io Sky won. And I'll say this, I don't think I would see Io Sky winning back to back, and I also don't think that there's a chance for any women like Zoe, Naomi, Lyra, or Chelsea winning this match. Therefore, it's Tiffy time. So I'm picking Tiffany Stratton as your new Miss Money in the Bank. Next match, we have Sami Zayn defending his Intercontinental title against Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker has been on a roll lately. He's been known as the career killer, and he's more likely going to be the next version of Brock Lesnar in this new era. For what I can tell, Braun Breaker is more likely going to be the next man to win a championship soon. But not this time though. I think it's better for him to win a championship at SummerSlam, in my opinion. So therefore, still your Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Next match, we have Damian Priest defending the World Heavyweight title against Seth freaking Rollins. Now, Seth freaking Rollins was on a road to recovery from his knee injury, in which he took hiatus for a couple of months and decided to come back on Raw after Clash at the Castle and invoked his rematch clause since he lost the world title at WrestleMania 40. As for Damian Priest, he's been on a heated roll lately with a power struggle since he was having an ongoing problem of what's happening with the Judgment Day. Long story short, the outcome of the match could most likely repeat itself from other matches, like where the time where Damian retained the title with outside interference. There are special stipulations regardless for this title match, but if Seth loses, he will never challenge for the world title again while Damian is the champion. However, if Seth wins, Damian would be forced to lead the Judgment Day. In essence, I don't see Damian Priest leaving the group yet, as well as Seth Rollins walking out with the world title again. So here it is, Damian Priest will retain the world title with outside interference thanks to the Judgment Day. Next up, we have Mr. Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's title match contract. We got Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. This is pretty interesting since we got a stack of names who are in this match, and there are some predictable moments that could happen throughout this entire match. If you look at LA Knight, he would be a great guy to win it, but his chance is pretty slim since Logan Paul will most likely cost him the match leading up to their SummerSlam match. Same goes for Drew McIntyre since CM Punk will cost him the match after what Drew did to him on SmackDown in Chicago. As for Chad Gable, it's most likely that he'll still get haunted by the Wyatt Six. As for Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, I like to see these two talent guys winning it, but I don't see it happening at this time. So therefore, Jey Uso will become Mr. YEET in the Bank. YEET! For the main event of this show, we will have a 6-man tag team match, which should have been no rules match, no disqualification, falls count anywhere, street fight, just like at Backlash in France. We got Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline 2.0. Either 3 of these 4 men, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, or Jacob Fatu. The Bloodline 2.0 has been on a roll lately since Solo Sikoa took over the group as the self-proclaimed tribal chief without the real tribal chief Roman Reigns around somewhere. Now this could be a big deal if Jacob Fatu was in this match. So it would be ideal to have the Bloodline win this match so that we could see a huge build up for Solo Sikoa, who will most likely going to challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title at SummerSlam, where we could be seeing the returning of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns later on. So here it is, the Bloodline 2.0 will win, and they're gonna stand tall over Cody as we would fade to black. So there you have it, my predictions for this year's Money in the Bank. What are your predictions for this year's Money in the Bank? Let me know in the comments section below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't want to miss the latest content on YouTube like this. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again in the next one.